right at the gateway of not death metal, but hair metal heaven, baby. At number 32, Warrant, I Saw Red. Now, a lot of hard rockers, a lot of these heavy metal, the guys who are really into heavy metal, they're like saying, I Saw Red by Warrant, man, that's a wussy record. In a way, they're right, because here's the thing about the hair metal bands that come out with these rousing rock and roll records, and I'll get into that in just a minute, but that come out with what was called power ballads back then. And the power ballads, they were the mass appeal records that got tons of radio airplay, and women got into these bands, helped help women get into these bands, and but it caused a lot of resentment among the hardcore metal fans. They're like, these guys just sold out. But they were probably jealous because groups like Warrant, with the androgynous looks, the handsome, they were just handsome. They're probably just a little bit jealous because, hey, well, they got the girls. What can I say? I just have to put it like that. Warrant, I Saw Red. It's from Cherry Pie. Remember Cherry Pie? Boy, I tell you what, back in late August, September 1990, I remember watching the video of the Cherry Pie on MTV and jamming out to it, man. She's my Cherry Pie. But the first record I saw by Warrant was Down Boys, the explosive, the guitar. The guitar at the beginning of this record detonated like a nuclear bomb. Boom, 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 boom. And this song rocks. Summer 1989. Now, this is rock and roll. Even if you're a hardcore heavy metal fan, you got to admit, man, Warrant, they had balls. They had balls. They could rock. It's just these power ballads, but you got to do it. You got to come out with these power ballads to get the radio airplay. To have the mass appeal records. There's the genre records that only appeal to a certain subset of people. Excuse me. If it's heavy metal, you're heavy metal fans. But then you want to come out with something that's mass appeal. You want to bring more people into your tent. So you hold on to your hardcore followers, and you come out. You still retain your sound, but you get more commercial and you bring more people in. That's what Warrant did. I Saw Red. Now, their first album, their big album was Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich. Came out in 1987. This was 3 years after they formed. They formed in Hollywood, California in 1984. And boy, this was the big album. Now, the big hit off of that was Heaven. And Sometimes She Cries, 2 power ballads off that album by Warrant. And that Cherry Pie. Yes, I love that cherry pie, baby. Just cut me a slice of that cherry pie, put some whipped cream on there, and take me to air metal heaven. Yes, something at the tables and hair metal heaven, baby. That's what it's all about. Gotta rock and roll sometimes. And it's only rock and roll, but you know something? I like it. 24 hours a day. By the way, he met a model. There's a woman who was modeling on this video. Well, the woman who's in this video, Cherry Pie, her name was Bobby Brown, Bobby Jean Brown. Janie Lane, I'm going to talk about Janie Lane in just a minute. Janie Lane, the lead singer of Warrant, he met Bobby Jean Brown. And not long after this video was concocted or created, they got married. They got married in the summer of 1991. She was Jenny Lane's first wife. They were married until they divorced in 1993, but they had one daughter. She was born in 1992. I thought I wrote her name down. I don't think I did. I didn't write her name down. He married 2 times after that. Bobby Jean Brown, by the way, she was Miss Louisiana Teen USA. She won that title back in 1987. Very lovely woman, very attractive woman. And oh gosh, what else do I need to mention about Jenny? Oh gosh, Uncle Tom's Cabin. Does anybody remember Uncle Tom's Cabin? It was off of Cherry Pie. That was probably one of their most brilliant records. It's a storytelling. I think it was a murder mystery. Only went as high as number 91. Now, I think it was 91 on Billboard's Hot 100. Didn't do as well because by late 1991, grunge started to kick in. You had Alice in Chains doing A Man in the Box in the spring of 1991. By the fall of 1991, you had Pearl Jam doing Alive. And what was the other side? Even Flow, fall of 91, and then Nirvana at the end of 1991. But Smells Like Teen Spirit just kind of knocked the pedestal out, knocked the floor out from under the hair metal bands. But anyway, gosh, what? Oh, gosh, Janie Lane. He died He passed away in the summer of 2011, acute alcohol poisoning. He was found dead at a Comfort Inn hotel. This was in California, summer of 2011. So, just 47 years old. That's pretty sad. Because he looked so youthful and exuberant. This guy was at the peak of his prowess, his powers, at the time this video came out. Well, I said a lot and I said enough, so let's play the song I Saw Red by Warrant at number 32 on my fantasy playlist, December 22nd, 1990.